Welcome back to Casting Judgment. Got everybody here today. So we got our one member back from last week.
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, he showed up this week.
So we were going through some topics, and I think the first one we kind of want to start off with is like who we think what characters we think are side characters, who does deserve to be a side character, who maybe is a main character.
All right, dude. We had this off air, dude. Just go ahead and start.
All right. So my thoughts is Dragon Ball Z, which is the first topic we had, or first real discussion we had. There seems to be some disagreements on side characters in Dragon Ball Z, like Vegeta.
Yeah. Let's get to the chase, dude. You think Vegeta is a side character?
So I was going through a website, and they had Vegeta listed as a side character, and I was like, that seems kind of
Yeah.
maybe
Number 4, right? Number 4 side character? Uh-huh.
No, okay. The entire series from Dragon Ball up to, I guess, Cell Saga, when they tried to make Gohan the main character, they tried to write Goku out of it and make Gohan the main character. Goku was the main topic of the every series.
I mean, every saga?
Every saga. You got Dragon Ball, it was Goku all the way through.
I mean,
You had Tien, you had Yamcha, you had Krillin, and they would all go off and do their own things here and there, but it never went off or ventured off onto their adventures very often. So they were side characters.
So are you telling me there can only be one main character?
No, I'm not saying there can only be one main character. But when the story doesn't focus on when the story focuses on everything one character does, that is the main character.
So what about in Super, when they literally Goku and Vegeta go off and train?
Dragon Ball Super,
he's literally a main character there by your own credentials, because they literally show him and Goku, and shows them training, and they're focused mainly on Goku and Vegeta. If you're not Goku or Vegeta, you're pretty much useless.
That's pretty much true anyways, though.
It is true regardless. But
Vegeta,
in Dragon Ball Super, things were a little bit different than the actual main series, because in Dragon Ball Super, Goku they brought in the fact that Goku could not do it alone at that point. Like, he was fighting people that alone he could not fight. Am I wrong? Because you have Frieza from Resurrection F. He beat Frieza, but at the end something happens, fucking blah blah blah. Okay, but most of Dragon Ball Super, he could not beat the other person by himself.
Whether him beating somebody by himself or not, what's that have to do with someone not being a main character?
Dragon Ball Super.
I'm just saying, dude.
Dragon Ball Super, I think they're trying to incorporate Vegeta to be a main character in Dragon Ball Super, but I'm talking Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, he is not a main character at all.
You literally
Throughout most of the series, he is just a side character.
Okay, dude. I literally, in Dragon Ball Z, for main character-wise, just name a few. Not all of them, just a few. I think Goku's a main character. I think Vegeta's a main character. I think Gohan's a main character. And I also think Piccolo's a main character. Whether you can say they're sidekicks or not, I mean, that's your thing.
Piccolo, no. Not even close, because most of the stories, Piccolo is just there to support. He is not actually being a big part of the plot really at all.
What about Frieza?
He came in and fought for a little bit.
What about the Saiyan Saga? All right, we'll go Saiyan Saga. He's mainly there, so he's just there just to what? In your opinion?
Outside of the fights, he's not a main part of anything.
Yeah, he kind of is, dude.
Not really.
He's going to kind of more or less kind of trains the other people, like with Gohan and him, kind of helps with strategy. Whether, I mean, his strategy is not very good, but I mean, he's there.
Suicide is never
so
never
Krillin,
the good
Krillin.
thing.
You don't under those pretenses, you don't consider Krillin also a main character. Why?
I didn't say he wasn't. I was just saying that's a few of main characters of Dragon Ball Z. I didn't say that was all of them.
So you basically are saying that all of the Z fighters are main characters, is what you're kind of saying.
I don't think all of them are main characters. I don't think Master Roshi's a main character.
Who do you think is a main character?
I would consider Goku a main character. I would consider Vegeta a main character. And Gohan. And to an extent, I see Piccolo as a main character. But he kind of, for the most part, he does kind of fall on the side character-wise, but that's who I think they are. That's
Well, what
I
about
would
Krillin?
agree
You,
with
you
James
just said
that
Krillin.
Piccolo's a supporting role.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get your point on Krillin. I mean, he really doesn't do a whole lot. He's kind of just there.
Well, throughout the entire Frieza saga, Krillin and Gohan.
No, because Krillin didn't really do nothing in the Frieza saga. Because who did he really fight and beat? Who did he
Well,
really?
then who did Gohan really fight? and
Krillin
beat?
was the reason Goku became Super Saiyan in Frieza Saga.
Which-
Don't tell me
which
he didn't do anything.
He's a huge support
But
character,
the
man.
thing is, what I'm trying to say is, you're saying that Krillin was not a big player in the Frieza saga, right?
I don't think he's as. I don't think he's
Gohan
as
did.
big as being
Gohan did
main
less
character.
than he did.
I disagree with that.
What did
Well-
Gohan do?
He's the one who. Okay, for one, he went out there. I
He
don't know.
got his
yeah,
ass beat.
I mean,
He
yeah,
got beat up by
I mean,
Raccoon. He
yeah,
got
I
beat
mean,
up. Okay, so
but-
what did?
But hold on.
Okay,
You're going, okay, when you say someone's a main character, like in this Frieza saga, yeah, I can see Gohan being a side character. But in the Cell saga, he becomes a main character from there on.
no.
Do you
Yeah,
think
They
I mean,
they tried
he really
to write.
does.
How doesn't
They
he?
tried to write him in as a main character in the Cell saga. They made it to where Gohan took the spotlight, beat Cell. Yes, most of the story revolved around Gohan, but Goku was still there as a big player
So,
in the entire
Can I ask you something?
saga.
So if if the story revolves around somebody, that doesn't make them a main character.
Why is that?
I mean, that's what you
No,
just said.
I'm saying yes, but I'm talking the entire series. There is one person who's always been a main character,
Yeah, Goku.
Goku. Everybody else has been a side character up until like 1 or 2 points in the entire series.
Well, I think in Dragon Ball, Piccolo was the main character because
He
What do
didn't
you
show
mean,
up
why?
until almost the end.
how you figure he
did.
came right after Demon King Piccolo. Then
I
he
mean-
became Goku's biggest nemesis until you go to the Saiyan saga with Raditz and him, because he literally fought Piccolo at the martial arts tournament while it was just him and Goku when they was pretty much rival. I mean, they pretty much even.
After the Demon King Piccolo arc in the Dragon Ball series,
Yeah.
how much actually happened after that? How much happened after that?
I mean, I
Not
don't
a
know.
lot, right?
I don't know.
'Cause
I mean, it's been a
basic-
while
it
since I've
basic-
seen Dragon Ball, so I don't know everything after the friggin'
It basically jumped from after that to Goku training a little bit. Bam, he's fighting in the tournament. Oh, Piccolo happens to be in the tournament with him, and they fight, and that's it. Then it goes to Dragon Ball Z. So
I
he
don't know,
comes
man.
in
I don't know. I have
at
to.
the end of Dragon Ball.
I
He
don't-
was not a big player in Dragon Ball. Maybe for that arc, he was a big player, but that's like saying Aizen in Bleach is a main character. He's not.
I don't
He's
watch
a villain.
Bleach, so.
That's
so,
like saying.
So you're basically just saying there can only be one main character.
No, I'm not saying that.
So who's your
I'm not
main
saying
characters
that
in
at all.
Dragon Ball Z? Who's your main characters in? Tell me the main
In-
characters you think.
In Dragon Ball Z.
Any of them. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. Who's the main characters?
Dragon Ball Z in whole, Goku is the main character.
Raditz.
He is the main. He is the one person
was
that
one of 'em.
pushes the plot throughout all the series, right? Then you've got Frieza Saga. Okay, cool. I would consider putting Krillin and Gohan as main characters throughout parts of it because the entire story revolved around them
You can't make
and
them
their
just a
travels.
part. That'd still be a side character then.
It's basically a side character in the overall series, but during a certain part of it, they were the main characters of
They
that
could be the main
particular
focus.
character. They were the
I
main
wouldn't give them-
focus. Okay, then there you go. That's if that's
So
how you
it's
want
just
to say
just
it.
Goku.
Just Goku.
Who you think it is, Jonathan? Who you think the main characters are?
Yeah, you've been quiet over
I
there, and
mean,
earlier you
well-
were part of this argument.
The thing is, with each saga that they had, there's more than one main character because you still have your main villain. Their main character just as much as the main hero. Vegeta was the main villain in the Saiyan saga.
Vegeta is
there was
literally
no way
a main
around
character.
it.
I
Tell
agree
me-
with Johnny. I believe that the main characters switch based on what saga you're in.
I mean,
I
they
think
do for the most
characters
part.
are
Yeah.
saga based.
I wouldn't say switch. It might be added some, and some might, turn switch a little bit. But Goku, yes, Goku is the main character.
Yeah, he's the main
there you
hero.
go.
I mean,
Well, I'm not. He's just not the main character, though, dude.
he is the main hero. He's the main focus for the hero.
Of the
That's
whole
who he
show,
is.
yes,
Yeah.
he is the main focus. But there are other main characters in the show. What do you got?
You're including the villains in the main character. Why?
What do you mean? Why? What's the definition of a main character?
What do you want the definition of a main character to be? Because I don't really think there's. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not look up the definition
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
main character.
yeah.
Just look it up real quick for me.
Yeah. I think he's killing me. So I mean, honestly, dude, that's how I feel. I feel like they got Vegeta as the main character, and they have Goku as the main character, and Gohan. I feel here recently he's been a side character, I guess, but he used to be a main character, I think.
During one arc.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
that was just Cell. During the whole Majin Buu saga, that would be the one saga that I would say there were multiple main characters because you had not just Goku pushing everybody else. What is it?
So
I'd argue that Hercule Satan is a main character in the Buu Saga.
I could honestly argue that point as well because
I mean, your argument's weak, but go ahead. What's the definition of main character?
a main character is the focus of the story. It's only about them. Story's not all about Goku.
tell me how it's not.
It's not. It's
So-
about them overcoming who they have to beat.
Oh, wow.
It's the whole group is the focus of the whole show.
So,
Now, if you're talking Dragon Ball, yes, Dragon Ball is Goku all the way around. I could see him
Who
being
is
the main character.
I don't know.
Who is the main person pushing the story along? Anybody?
it's Goku, yes.
Yes, so who's the main character in Dragon Ball Z?
But who pushes the
I'm
main
not
character
saying
to
he's
push
not
the group?
the main character.
The
people
villain.
who push the main character are side characters. That is what they are. Look up the definition. Go look
Fucking
up the
killing
definition
me,
of
man.
side characters, man. Because I'm about to okay.
I mean, with that right there, then yeah, you're making a pretty compelling argument.
Thank you.
I'll give you that.
Any other anime that you think that has like an underrated side character like that could be a
So
main?
what you're saying is, what other anime you think that we've
Somebody
watched?
else here said
Yeah.
that Sasuke was a main character in Naruto.
He
Even
is.
though
He is.
even though he has only shown his face a handful of times in the Naruto anime.
Hey, you know what the argument you can have for that is?
What?
What's the name of the show?
There you go.
Ain't
Naruto.
Called, it's not called Sasuke.
Exactly.
That is a great argument for that.
Honestly, like there's a lot of side characters in a lot of different anime that they could actually go on and like build up their background a little bit because like let's say they took Master Roshi and they made a movie about it. Like that would be an awesome movie. If they made a movie about Vegeta Vegeta when he was a kid rather than Bardock on Planet Vegeta, that would be awesome as well.
You think that'd be cooler than like the Bardock movie?
To be honest, the whole Bardock movie, I liked it, but I didn't really.
Do you like the Bardock's? You talking about the Bardock special?
I'm
Which
talking
one?
about the original Bardock movie that came out when.
Tree of Maya?
No. I'm talking
talking
about.
Turles?
That's Turles.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Turles. I'm
sorry.
talking
But
about.
you have-
They're all the
Okay,
same.
for
Goku
one,
looked
They're all
like-
the same.
The movie you're talking about is not an original. It's literally a special. It's a movie special.
Okay.
The original, like, Akira Toriyama did not write
I know.
Broly,
I
the
know.
father
I
of
know
Goku.
that. I know that.
He wrote Dragon Ball Minus, which is the one you get. It's the Bardock that you get from the Broly movie, the
And-
new Broly movie.
Okay, and that's the one that fights Chill and.
No,
Isn't it
No,
Chill is a whole other
Chilled
thing.
is one of his side guys that
Oh,
made the
okay.
story.
Okay.
That one right there, Chill, is the one from the Bardock special, kind of more or
Okay.
less tied together.
Okay.
But
well,
Dragon Ball Minus is Akira Toriyama's version of Bardock.
okay, I need to watch that then because I don't think I've actually watched that.
Well, you don't watch it, you read it. It's
Oh,
a
well,
manga, Dragon
read
Ball
it.
Minus.
But like I feel like if they actually elaborated on some of the backstories, like Master Roshi, you don't hear anything really about Master Roshi throughout the series. Then you've got Tien. You hear a little bit about Tien, but not a lot. At least in Dragon Ball, it covers a little bit of Yamcha. Like it covers Yamcha, him being a bandit and everything, and then it kind of shows him grow a little bit. But like overall, you don't hear a lot about a lot of the like side characters.
I
in-
wish in
in
Dragon Ball Z that they would do more backstories. I think it'd be a lot cooler.
like Naruto.
Because they
did-
leave a lot pretty bland, pretty open, and you're like, okay, where's Frieza from? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
What planet's he from? Why is he so strong?
And
Where's his race of people at? You know what I'm saying?
that's my thing. Like, I do like what Naruto did, even though I don't watch a lot of Naruto. But Naruto, they did a really good job of kind of picking up everybody's backstory and kind of elaborating
and tying
it
them together.
and tying them
Yes,
together.
it's really good.
Because Sasuke and Itachi's backstory, it's awesome. I loved it. And then it kind of covered a bunch of different things, like why I don't know. It was really good, but they need to do something like that, similar in Dragon Ball. Another thing I'd like to see I'd like for Seven Deadly Sins to continue on with their story, because I don't know if they're going to cover everybody's backstory.
They do
in extensive detail, do they?
We do.
Because I really like Seven Deadly Sins, but like there's a lot of their backstory that's kind of untouched. Like
You're not gonna like part of it because
you see a little bit of it, but
Yeah.
like you don't see a lot.
Don't want to give you no spoilers alert, but yeah, bro, it gets pretty sad.
Well, that's well, I mean, it's to be expected. They are the Seven Deadly Sins.
Do you want to know?
I don't want to know.
No.
Not over podcast. I don't want to know. But there are a lot of. They're the Seven Deadly Sins. So I'm expecting it to be sad, but I mean, I think that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since let's get back to what we were originally talking about, like side characters.
Okay.
What's the side characters and what's the main character in Seven Deadly Sins?
To be honest, Seven Deadly Sins is one of those things where like they have made an effort to try to make everybody a main character.
Not really, because according to the definition of a main character, what was it? What the story revolves around?
revolves around them.
It literally revolves around Meliodas and Elizabeth.
That's the whole story.
So
It also
everybody
revolves-
else would be side characters.
They're all supporting.
Going
Yeah.
a little bit further on in the series, it also revolves around a couple other people,
Like who?
like Bond.
No,
In his
there's
trip.
not.
Yes, it does.
Tell me how. I gotta
Dude,
hear this, man.
The actual series has not caught up to the manga.
I'm
Correct?
telling you right now, bro. I'm where the manga is right now. I'm on the
Okay.
newest one.
Okay.
Bond is just a side character. I gotta see Jonathan waving his hands. Like, I don't want to hear this, but he is definitely by the
He is a
definition
side
of
character.
by the definition of what you
Of the main character. Yeah,
online.
he's-
A main character is what drives the show, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is literally Meliodas and Elizabeth, because that's what the show revolves around. Mainly, it is Meliodas, but if you take Meliodas and Elizabeth out,
It's just a show
It's
of
just a
random
show.
nonsense.
yes, exactly.
All right. I see where you're coming from. I do.
Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I'm going back to Dragon Ball Z main characters and side characters.
That's fine, man. I mean,
All
we got a
right.
lot of Dragon Ball
So
Z,
yes,
dude.
if we go over the whole story, Goku is a main character through the whole
Entire
story. Yes, but each saga also has their main characters added into it.
And main villains.
Yeah, I mean you add characters to the main cast.
I
You
don't see a
lose 'em.
villain as a main character. I don't.
Okay, so
A villain has its own.
how does that? Okay, then how does that work? The series is only as good as its villain.
Correct, but I would I would consider the villain something in themselves. Like you can have
That's-
a main character and then a
You
Okay.
main villain.
No.
For that,
You have
for
your
that
main
saga.
protagonist and your main antagonist.
Okay, like in My Hero
They're both
Academia.
main characters.
Like in My Hero Academia, you have Izuku Midoriya. He is the main character, but also you got Tomura Shigarashi. If I probably mess his name up a little bit, but he has his quirk decay. Anyways, he is the main villain. Okay, without him in the show makes no sense.
You're right. I'm not saying. That,
So that's literally a main character. In the case of Dragon Ball Z, there really is no main villain that lasts throughout the whole entire series because they beat a villain and they have a new villain come in. But
they do.
at each saga, there can be a main villain in it.
And that's like each season on a regular TV
Because
show.
because if you don't have this villain in this saga, it makes no sense.
I got you. I do.
That'd make every villain a main character.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. I don't see
But
villains as
after
main characters.
that-
I see them.
But
as,
I'm saying villain. Every villain's a main character. Like in Grant's defense here, because if you have your storyline and then you take out the villain, you don't have anything.
Yes.
That's like we would have spent how many episodes in Dragon Ball Z just in Frieza saga of what's Goku doing? He's not fighting Frieza.
Exactly.
If you don't have Frieza, you don't have Frieza.
I mean, he's
saga.
there. I mean, but then again, it's Cell Saga or not Cell Saga, Frieza Saga. They are trying to wish back the people from Earth.
Well, yeah,
But-
but I mean,
yeah,
but
that's
Krillin-
another.
but the thing is Krillin, Bulma, and Gohan went to do that. It's
But anyway,
not like
it's
everybody
irrelevant
did
though,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Because yes,
I get what you're saying. I do. It's just personally, I see the main character and the villain as two separate people, but yes, they both drive the show.
Well, they are two separate people.
No, I mean, I see them as, like, I don't see the main villain as a
They're the
main
protagonist
character.
and the antagonist.
They are the thing that is pushing the hero or the main character to an objective. Okay, they are pushing that main character. They are not there with that main character.
All right.
They are pushing them.
I think we kind of hit this to the bone of it. I mean, how about this? What's some new animes that's impressed y'all?
I haven't watched any new anime.
I know you're lame. Well, let's start with Jonathan first.
Oh gosh. Vinland Saga. I don't know how. Like, I could talk forever about this damn show.
I never seen
It's
Vinland
just
Saga.
like with finding a show that's about historic past, and I mean, I like history. I don't like learning about it, but watching anything about
I
it,
love history.
I'm completely interested in watching it. I don't want to spend time reading about it. I want to see it.
My only criticism, I've seen some of it. I haven't seen all of it, but the very first episode's got like 3D fighting, and you already know how I stand with 3D.
Yeah.
3D anime.
Yeah.
It's doo-doo.
Which, I mean,
But
it doesn't even show it all the way. It's like in the
Yeah.
series, it's
That's why,
obviously part of the animation, but
I still gotta watch it. I heard really good stuff about it, so I really have to watch it. I
it
like
is a
Fire
good
Force,
one.
man. Fire Force is really good. I mean, it is. I don't know, man. I shouldn't say really good. I do like it, but I mean, it's one of the ones I like right now that I think is got potential to be really good. But it's pretty good so far. I'd really recommend that one. It's got a lot of pretty good story to it. Something you really never heard of before. Kind of new twist to it, like firefighters.
yeah.
You know, fighting like
Fires.
No, like it's kind of like they call them people who like almost reminds you of like a demon, pretty much. But they call them infernals.
Yeah.
So, but like they're trying to figure out how human combustion works, which I think is kind of a neat concept. So
Human combustion.
yeah, they have like different. I'm already up to. I'm only an anime only guy on this, so I have not seen any manga. But basically they each have their own like pyronetics, like 1 through 3, and some can control fire, some can create fire, and some can like. I don't know the last one. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's pretty good.
I recently watched this anime that I honestly did not think I would like. But
Is it new?
It is newer. I don't know exactly how new it is.
Is
but
it Glitter Force?
No. It's Haikyuu. It's about originally it was a Shonen Jump manga, and it's
Haichu?
basically talks about
Caillou.
these two. It
Caillou.
It talks about these two guys, and they play volleyball, right? So it sounds really dumb, but then
I think I've seen this.
I've seen the commercial, like the
it's
trailer
actually
for
really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I at first I didn't think I'd like it. I watched the first episode and I was like, this isn't that bad. And then I kept watching it, and then I realized that I'm on season 2, and I'm like, okay, so this is pretty good.
You've
Not
watched
gonna
a
lie.
lot of dudes hit around a volleyball.
I did. It was pretty weird, but it's actually pretty good. It's got some comedy.
It's pretty weird, but it's pretty good.
It's got a lot of comedy, and it's
I like that stuff though, comedy in it.
it's interesting. I don't normally watch like sports anime, but this one is actually interesting, and it's got a decent story to it.
Hold on. Speaking of sports, how the Eagles doing, dude?
Check it out.
I gotta check.
We're gonna keep this in.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
100% we're keeping this
Yes.
So
What the Eagles at, dude?
I'm looking, but
They were losing.
in. By the time this comes out, Super Bowl's probably already happened.
oh boy.
I don't care. As long as the Chiefs make the Super Bowl, I'm fine.
Patriots are out though.
And thank God.
Don't have to watch
Seahawks
another
won.
season.
Seahawks won?
17-9.
Oh, wow. Ooh. That's kind of like a really crazy matchup.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm
who
glad they
gotta
did bad
play.
this week instead of like 2 weeks ago because I had their defense. So
Who's that?
Eagles.
Oh, my God. Why
Oh,
would
that's
you
a
pick
bad
up?
defense.
Why would you? We're getting way off topic, but why would you pick up that weak-ass secondary, dude?
Because I had Jacksonville as my other defense, and they're doing bad too.
I don't know why I'm saying it. You beat me in fantasy, so I don't know why I'm talking crap, but all right, where are we at here?
I also we were talking about anime
Oh, yeah,
that we
yeah, yeah,
watched recently. I also watched The Ancient Magus Bride.
Is that new?
It's as well. It's pretty new. It's probably the same as the last one. I don't really know 100% when it came out, but I just now watched it.
What's it about?
It's about well, it starts off and it talks about this girl.
You know, dazzle me, dude.
Dazzle, dazzle,
Yeah.
dazzle.
Give them the old razzle
It
dazzle.
starts off with this girl in this auction. Okay.
She's being sold?
Yeah, she's being sold as a slave.
Oh.
And well, you see this. There's a bunch of like people. They all look pretty normal. They're all sitting there bidding on this girl, and then this one dude walks in, and he's got like this freaking elk skull on his head, and he just walks in, and he like raises his hand. He's like 1,000,000 fucking yen or whatever, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And blah, blah, blah,
How much is that in U.S. money?
I have no idea. It's imaginary money, regardless. But
Yen?
he basically
I'm pretty
goes
sure
in-
yen is real money, dude.
Maybe, but he goes.
It is
How
He
much
goes
is
in.
Japanese yen.
How much is 1,000,000 yen, dude? Look it up.
All right.
He goes in and he like bids on this girl, and then everybody else is just like flabbergasted, and then he ends up winning the bid and takes her, and then she's all like, "Well, I guess. Well, I don't know. It's really interesting.
It's
And
not a lot.
How much is it in U.S. money?
9,253 USD.
Holy
That's
crap.
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money to me,
That's
dude.
a lot of money.
Yeah, but
Hey.
compared to $1 million.
Yeah,
A million
I get
yen,
that.
$9,000 U.S.
Basically, the
1,000.
story goes on, and she finds out that the dude who bought her is like this super ancient sorcerer, and he goes by the Magus or Mage, yeah, Magus, and he basically bought her to be his wife. And it's come find out she's a part of some ancient like human, I guess, race that is almost extinct because they were hunted by humans.
Do they look different? Have you got that far into it? Like, does
The
she
what?
look?
No, she looks just like a normal person, but her body is more prone to magic. That's why he wanted her. He's gonna marry her and then teach her everything that he knows. Because
Yeah. That's why he bought her.
Sounds like.
Go ahead. I bet that's right.
he's basically marrying her. He wants to teach her everything that he knows
Yeah, he
about
does.
magic.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Harry.
But
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it was really interesting. It was really good.
You're a wizard,
I'm really
Harry.
enjoying it so far.
Oh,
Damn it.
Sometimes I hate you guys.
Oh, dude.
Damn it. Fuck.
I bet he's like, what's your name? I'm he who must not be named. But that sounds kind of dope, though. I mean, that sounds pretty interesting. You know how many seasons is in already?
I can look her up right now. Hold on.
Show's already been canceled.
Dude, I was kind of surprised Fire Force got another season to it. I mean, I like the show, but from what I hear, they kind of in Japan, I guess. I don't know if this is right or not, but I heard that they had to pay some people to actually watch the show.
Really?
I don't know, dude.
Wow.
I don't know if
bad, huh?
I don't know if it's that true or not, but probably to get the show kicked up and get it started. But it's pretty good. I like it though.
Well, that's like Demon Slayer. That show's like, it's a phenomenal
It's a good
new
show, dude.
I mean, like, I'm excited for the next season because, I mean,
I need to get caught up in Demon Slayer, man.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm ready for the movie to come out because they're doing a movie and then they go into the next season.
I'm all caught up on My Hero Academia, which the show's all right. I'll tell you, it's okay. But there's some pretty cool concepts on it that I like to talk about when people.
I fell
caught
out
up on it.
like at the second season.
What's
Fell
that?
out after-
Oh, you've
My
seen
Hero.
some of My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I've gone to I've seen like the first part of Hero Killer Stain.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they got to the point where the whole dude with the hand on his face.
Yeah, it's stupid. I agree, it's dumb. All right, so
I got
I
out
got
of
some
that.
interesting concepts, man. I mean, all right, Jonathan, you watch Naruto, right?
Yeah.
You got this guy on there with My Hero Academia. What do you kind of think of like Kakashi getting some quirk, or is people from Naruto getting quirks from people from My Hero Academia? So, like for instance, they have the teacher of the UA, his name's Eraserhead. As long as he keeps his eyes on you, he can erase your quirk. So, if you put that in like the realm of Naruto, a quirk is a lot like a Kekkei Genkai. So, who do you think that would fit more with a person in Naruto to have that ability?
To have a racer head?
Have Eraserhead's ability.
Yeah.
So, as long as he keeps his eyes on you, he can erase your Kekkei Genkai. So, if someone uses like a Sharingan on you, if he looks at you, if I look at you, I can literally erase your Sharingan. Just as long as I keep my eyes on you.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. It sounds like it would be something that someone with a Sharingan or Rinnegan would have. I mean, there'd be no way around that.
Is there
That'd
anybody?
be a good way to stop somebody. Like, for instance, okay, like
Danzo.
Dude, Donzo?
Donzo. I mean,
Yeah.
how many different eyes
pretty-
does he have?
Is there anybody in Naruto that just doesn't blink, like for comedic effect, like in the
Well,
show?
the way I look at it is though, like
decently,
the way I look at that,
but-
like giving somebody a quirk from My Hero Academia is like, okay, for instance, like how would it would really kind of have to complement like their style, their fighting, or really would help them having a really good advantage.
All Might.
I don't know, dude.
Or no, better one for All Might would be either Guy or Rock Lee.
I can see that because they'd kind of. But then again, I think Rock Lee would be able to master one for all better than Ezekiel Midoriya because I feel like his body is already being trained enough to.
Well, he's going through the 8 gates.
Well, see, here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying, like-
In My Hero Academia, Ezekiel Midoriya, Deku is his hero name. Deku, it's hard for him to control one for all because your body has to be fit for the quirk, which you can overexert yourself and you can break your arm or break your leg, whatever you're using it on. So like if he uses too much of one for all without having it mastered, you can literally break your arm.
Okay, think about it like this though. Like you're right. I think Rock Lee would be better for him because Rock Lee deals with the 8 gates. He's opened what was it, the 4th gate or the 3rd gate?
He could probably open them all, I'm
I
sure.
think he's opened up to 6 before though.
Yeah, he can do it pretty easily.
But what I'm saying is like that right there, it's
I think it'd fit
excruciating
him.
pain each step up.
I think it'd be good for him because I
'Cause
mean it increases his taijutsu even more.
Yeah, and exactly. And Mike Guy, when he fought Madara, he used the 8th gate. He literally just punched and it broke his arm.
Interesting fact, dude. You know, he had that red aura around him.
That's blood.
Yeah. Okay, making sure.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's just blood
But, like-
evaporating from the body. But like that's just for instance, that's just one ability in My Hero Academia. Who would you give that ability to? There's another one in there, like obviously one for all. There's also another one called All for One, which he could steal quirks.
Yeah. He's the one who actually isn't he the one that beat or not beat, but almost beat All Might?
Well, it's All Might's mortal enemy.
Yeah.
Because you got, believe it or not, I know you haven't seen the series, but All for One, he's actually one of the older ones in the show. But he had a younger brother who was sick, and his brother was dying, and he actually had One for All, and he gave it to his brother. And his brother actually had a quirk to where he could pass. When he ever passes it down, he could pass quirks. When he passes it, it gets stronger. So he passes it down, and passes. The more you pass One for All down, the stronger the quirk becomes. So you actually become stronger than the person before you.
Huh.
But All for One, he can literally steal your quirk. He can have a bunch of quirks stored up inside of him.
So
Cork and jerk.
So the guy who steals quirks, it's kind of like how they called Kakashi the copy ninja.
Copy ninja.
I mean, he copy anything that you were doing.
Yes, but more or less, when you're looking at if you kind of compare the two though, yeah, but if you compare the two, it's kind of not the same
No,
because
yeah, I mean,
the
he's
Sharingan
not
he's
Sharingan
actually
doing
taking
it.
your Kekkei
Yeah.
Genkai,
Yeah.
which
The
would be
Sharingan is just, I'm copying everything that you're doing because I can read you. The
Well,
quirk
yeah.
All for One is, you can do that? Well, now I can. And you
So let me
can't.
ask you this: now I'm telling you this guy's abilities. As someone from Naruto, who would you give their fighting or their power or style or whatever to All for One, the guy who can steal quirks? What would you give him?
The guy All for One?
Yes.
I'd probably give him Donzo's eyes.
Well, he can just steal your eyes.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I would.
You know what I think? Honestly, I think he'd be a Jin Cherokee holder. Because he really doesn't need a Kekkei Genkai, because he could literally take your Kekkei Genkai.
It'd be
Well, no,
one of
but
those
what I'm saying
situations kind
is-
of like Toby.
If you give him Donzo's eyes, all he's got to do is look at somebody, right?
But you're think about this, my dude. The guy can already take your eyes, so why would you just give him your eyes? So what would be more beneficial to him? Just giving him right off the bat. I don't think a Kekkei Genkai would be very beneficial to give this guy, considering he just steal it from you. I think like a Jin Cherokee holder. Well, I think he'd be a Jin Cherokee holder. Maybe like a Nine Tails or something like that. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if he's just gonna steal whatever you have, the Kekkei Genkais are not Jin Cherokee. Like, it's nothing to do with their Kekkei Genkai. It's just,
I think he'd be like a
Inside
Jin
him.
Cherokee holder if I give him like a Naruto ability.
and then it would be one of those situations. It's like you're not beating the person ever.
Yeah. Well, you still think he should have a Kekkei Genkai, dude?
Okay, just because he can already steal someone's eyes, like, does he physically take the eye?
He physically takes your ability.
Okay, but he has to look at you in order to do that, correct?
No.
Then what does he have to do?
I think he just touches you. I'm not, I'm pretty sure he just has to touch you. I don't know if it really
If
explains.
he just has to touch you, then
Or just he could just steal it from you.
if he just has to touch you, then
You got something to think. This guy has other quirks stored up inside of him.
if he just has to touch you, then the shotgun gun would be better for him, because he can lock you in an infinite state of paralysis and just walk up and take your abilities. Yeah, he won't kill you, but
But if you give him a
stuck
Jin
there
Cherokee,
forever.
if he's a Jin Cherokee holder, you can usually use like the nine-tailed fox to break you out of.
It wouldn't.
Yes, it does.
What I'm saying is, if he's already that strong, right? Giving him the ability to instantly paralyze someone
But you
is
have.
is going to be better for him than.
But this guy literally has a buttload of quirks already stored up, and he like. I think he's had abilities before where he could like teleport and stuff like that. I'm just saying, dude. I feel like giving him. I don't feel like giving him like a kick. I mean, that's your opinion, dude. That's what you think. A sharding gun. I think a Jin Cherokee holder. What do you think, dude? What do you think, Jonathan?
I mean, with that, if he was a Jin Cherokee holder, how would you beat him? He'd have like pretty much an endless amount of power.
But the thing is, if he has to touch you in order to steal your abilities, and you got someone like, Kakashi who can just sit, or even Itachi who can just sit there and look at you, lock you in an infinite
Check it out.
genjutsu.
Check it out on your phone and see how his quirk works. Well, Itachi's he can use the Izanagi and the Izamagi. Is that right? He has two different abilities. One can keep you in an endless loop. Yeah, but
He
still,
can
he
keep
literally
him in
has to
that
touch you though to do that.
No, he
Tsukiyomi,
doesn't.
Isn't it?
Huh?
It's a Tsukiyomi, isn't it?
I
No.
thought it was, but he just has to look at you to do that. He doesn't have to touch you to do any of his abilities with a shotgun gun.
But with the Izanagi, I'm pretty sure he literally has to touch you.
I don't think he does, but I'll look that up.
One puts you in an endless loop, and one rewrites history. But when you rewrites, it kind of makes like a different reality. And once you use those abilities, you lose
the
your eye.
That's the Izanagi, and Danzo uses it. 'Cause
Yes,
Danzo uses
and
it
so did
for-
Madara too,
yeah,
though. Because remember, he dies,
Yeah.
and he uses it before he dies, and he reversed time back. But then again, so did Itachi. Also used Izanagi. Was it the one where he could put you in an endless loop, and he also lost his eye? Remember, he put Kabuto in it. So both
I
of
didn't
them, both
think
those
about
techniques
that.
make you lose your eye.
It's just those two abilities though that do that. He did use the Tsukiyomi.
Who's that?
Itachi. He used it on Kakashi.
He used his regular Sharingan ability, the Genjutsu from the
Yeah.
from the.
Tsukiyomi.
Yeah. It's just where they put you in an alternate reality and they do whatever they want.
With your mind, yes.
After making eye contact with a target.
He can steal your quirk. Oh, you talking about Itachi?
Itachi. After
I
making
already knew
eye
about
contact.
Itachi, dude. I already
So
knew that.
he doesn't have to.
I'm talking about All for One.
All for one?
Yeah.
I'll look him up.
Just say All for One. How does All for One's abilities work? I'm pretty sure he has to either probably touch you or something like that. I already knew about So he just has to look at you to do.
He just has to look at you, and then you're stuck in that endless loop.
But you lose your eye. You do lose your eye. You lose your eyesight in that eye.
The process of giving and taking away quirks is done through touch.
So he has to touch you.
He has to touch you. So if you're taking,
If you're giving him Sharingan, say that's the Keki Genkai that he gets, right? Well, if he uses it and does put somebody in the infinite loop, like we're talking where they have to realize that they are in this infinite loop, because that's what
But
he
you
did to Kabuto.
Yes.
The only way he's actually going to get anywhere
Is an
with
outside
that
force.
is he loses his eye.
Yeah. Oh, I
doesn't
talk about to
lose
get
his
out.
eye.
Yes, he does.
And yeah, it goes blind.
it blurs.
No, he goes blind.
You lose sight in the eye completely. It's like
But
the
it does.
Izanagi. You lose it, you come back in a past spot.
But your
And
eye is gone.
continue.
Your eyesight in that eye is gone.
There's just two of those that you lose your eye.
Yes,
if
two
I'm
different
right,
abilities.
there's
You're
two.
right.
The Tsukiyomi does not make you
No,
lose
it's
your eye.
it's not the Tsukiyomi
Yomi,
we're
dude.
talking
We're talking about the
about.
Izanagi and the whatever. I can't remember the other one's name.
Yeah, it's just those two special techniques that Sharingan has. You lose eyesight completely.
The Tsukiyomi is
The
not one of those.
Tsukiyomi is
We're
breakable.
not saying
though.
it is, dude.
You were just literally okay.
No,
No,
we-
I
we
was
were
not.
We're talking about the one that you lose your sight.
There's two
later in the
different-
series.
There's two different
he,
ones.
He loses sight in one eye because he puts.
He puts you in,
Kabuto
an
in one.
the one where he puts you in an
It's just
endless
a
loop.
repetitive thing, and you have to break free mentally yourself.
Or have an outside force do it. Like Orochimaru broke it for him.
Yeah.
And you lose your eyesight. And the other one is when he kind of like rewrites history. And Madara does it. And that's one Danzo kept using with all of his eyes on his hand.
You're talking about is that the infinite Tsukiyomi?
No, that's not the infinite Tsukiyomi.
No, the Tsukiyomi is they put you in an alternate reality, but it's just a genjutsu. This isn't even a genjutsu. It's just
The
you're there.
Sharingan itself.
That's all it is.
All right.
I mean, if
All
he
right.
had that,
I'm
he'd
just
just
saying-
lose it.
But then again, even if he was in has an endless loop, you have to have like an outside force to break you out. If you had a Jinchuriki, he could literally say, "Hey man, you're in a genjutsu, or you're in this thing here." He can help you knock out of it. Because it happened with Naruto when he got hit with the infinite Tsukiyomi. Kurama helped him get out. Changing this whole subject here, or changing this whole one here, because this takes forever. Like, who would you give? Let's just say All for One, or one for, like All Might. Who'd you give All Might? Like Billy from Naruto.
Honestly,
Obviously, you know All Might's abilities, where he's just super strong.
yeah, he's just super strong. He's super durable. He's able to take a beating.
I mean, really, there would only be maybe 3 options throughout
Like
the
Rock Lee.
whole series, and it's
8 gates.
It's Might Guy, Rock Lee, and Rock Lee's kid.
Actually, if you
Those
give
are
him
the only 3.
if you give him the what is it?
Here's an interesting one.
What about Hinata's eyes? What are those?
The Byakugan.
Byakugan. Give him the Byakugan.
No, I don't think that really pair well with him.
Why? He'd be able to shut down people's power, like the points in their body.
But he really doesn't use that ability. He really doesn't really do that in a fight. He just kind of goes there and just brawls out.
Okay,
It
but
really doesn't match with his fighting style.
could you imagine like Rock Lee or Guy with the ability to use the Byakugan?
No, I don't. So you tell me they would. You could tell me you could see Guy and all them using.
I could see Guy if Guy had the access of the if he had access to the Byakugan when he fought Madara, shutting down his chakra points in that fight,
But
he wouldn't have had to.
But that's not what he does, though. He doesn't really do that. So you're
Because
saying
he because he didn't have the option to.
he can literally shut down your thing. You're just saying because he has
No.
a Byakugan, he would do that.
Might Guy and Rock Lee, the reason they focused on taijutsu is because they could not use they could not use genjutsu or ninjutsu. They learned a little bit of it.
No. For them to say they can't use it, they're not very good at using it. That's why they don't use it. They're not very good at doing it. That's why they just don't focus on it. They focus on
Okay, but if they had the
only.
Byakugan, they wouldn't have to use ninjutsu or genjutsu. They could just shut down the other person from being able to fight.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I know one thing that has magical powers that's already better than Byakugan, and that's Pegasus's Millennium Eye. Already better, man. And he's not even a ninja; he's a card player.
That's like, okay, in My Hero Academia, you got this guy who's Todoroki. He used fire and ice. What would you give the guy?
Oh shoot, fire and ice. Well, I mean, it's like his powers like fire and ice, right?
It's his quirk. It's half and half cold, half hot.
Okay,
He can
so,
use fire and ice.
but he can only use them individually.
Eventually he learns to use them both
Use
simultaneously.
them together. So it'd kind of be like the Keki Genkai that it's
I was thinking
Steam, like the Steam Keki Genkai or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It's not a Keki Genkai, but it's their special fusion of the two natures together.
You know what I was thinking of, man? I was thinking more like the ice mirrors from Haku.
True. I mean, yeah.
I mean, you can use half and
imagine
half.
Haku having fire ability too. That'd be
Yeah.
intense, man. That fight would have went a whole nother direction.
I mean, it'd be kind of wild to see. Like, I don't really know how fire would really coincide with his ice mirrors.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right. They probably just melt, but
Here's my thing. You got Haku. You give Todoroki the ice mirrors, the Keke Genkai ice mirrors, and you also give him the lava ability too, since he has fire.
Right.
From the was it Tsuchikage?
Oh.
Or was it Mizukage?
Sure.
One of the Kages.
It was the Mitsu, it's
Mizukage, the chick.
the water, yeah.
Or the mist. The
Yeah.
hidden mist is
Yeah.
Kage. But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of wild to see him have that Keke Genkai.
Yeah, I could see that.
Say, man, y'all need to watch some My Hero Academia. Like I say, it's all right. It's okay, but
It's
got some interesting
man.
concepts,
It's just
man.
the hype.
The hype.
That's the thing. It's got so much hype right now.
I'll agree. I
Like,
don't think the hype is
I
all up
don't-
to what it should be.
Like I don't want to jump into something that people have told me, oh, it's a really good show, because I've heard people tell me that it's a really good show. But when people tell me it's a good show and then I go to watch it and it's not,
That's any
why
show,
did I
though,
waste
dude.
my time?
That's any show, though,
I
man.
watched a little bit of My Hero Academia, and I couldn't get into it.
How far
I
did you
mean-
get? I mean, the first season I didn't really like.
I got to about episode 10.
Okay, so about where I got with Soul Eater, but people say it's great after that.
Never watched.
Yeah, like
Leader.
everyone keeps saying, "Oh man, it just keeps getting better. It gets better. It gets better." And I'm just like, "Okay, cool." I watched the first episode. I was like, "Okay." Watched the second episode. I just waited and waited. And eventually, I got to episode 10, and I was like, "No, I'm gonna watch the rest of Goblin Slayer." And then I watched a couple other things, and I was like, "Yeah."
Goblin Slayer's good though, dude. I like Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer is really good. I actually really enjoyed Goblin Slayer.
The one episode that I watched of Goblin Slayer was really good.
The first episode.
See, I still gotta watch it. It's on a list. I've got a list. I've got a list.
Yeah,
I-
don't
I
watch
got,
it
I
with
got a
kids.
list of about 20 anime that I gotta watch.
But dude,
right
no,
now.
seriously, like y'all need to watch
Your
it.
list is about
and,
as long
like,
as mine.
When you're watching My Hero Academia, you can kind of like compare him to Naruto, and I'm like, all right, man, this guy. I think this guy'd be really badass if he had this quirk. We'd be like, all right, man, I think it'd be kind of cool if this guy from My Hero Academia had this ability from Naruto.
Something interesting that me and a buddy of mine did whenever we were gone for a year is we discussed, like, we took like certain anime characters that we thought would be really cool, and then we were like, okay, let's kind of add on to them and then give them a little bit more, right? So I brought up Goku, and he brings up My Hero Academia. He's the one that actually got me to want to watch My Hero Academia in the first place. So I started watching it a little bit, and he's like, well, why don't you give Goku the power of All for One?
All for One?
Or the guy who takes abilities. Is that All for One?
That's
Yeah.
all for one. All might is one for all.
So he's like, why don't you give Goku that ability? And I was like, I mean, I haven't watched My Hero Academia, so he was sitting there explaining it to me, and I'm just like, that'd be pretty freaking cool, actually.
Having Goku be able to take the abilities.
Having Goku be able to take the abilities of everybody around him
I feel
with
like
touch.
I feel like quirks in Dragon Ball Z are useless because in Dragon Ball Z everything is a technique.
But here's my
You
thing.
can
dude.
learn techniques.
But here's my
Exactly.
thing. But here's my. I don't think it'd be kind of a cool concept, I guess. But I like to think of concepts that fit the character. All for One would not fit Goku's character because he doesn't want to take your quirk. He'd want or take your ability. You know what I mean? He would want to fight you at your strongest. So I think giving him like a Zenkai boost type ability or something like that. So like One for All, like All Might's ability. That'd probably be cool to give him. You know what I'm saying? That'd be more fitting to him than All for One. Now, All for One would be kind of cool if you give it to Frieza, because Frieza would more than likely he would want to take your ability. Can you imagine giving him All for One and taking like
Super Saiyan.
Or yeah, Super
Oh,
Saiyan
jeez.
ability, or taking
That would be bad.
a Destroyer God's destructive energy.
Oh yeah.
Do you think anybody with like that ability, One for All or All for One, would be able to take the ability of Shenron and be able to grant wishes?
I don't know. See, there's certain ability, like okay, One for All, the one that All Might has.
Yes.
His ability cannot be taken.
Okay.
So I think there might be, but to say like
So there's a limitation on what he can take.
that's literally the only thing he cannot take.
Why?
Because I think it's a quirk that his brother passed down as a quirk that he can only give it, you can't take it,
Okay.
and it has to be given willingly to the person. So like you can take the ability anyway. Like for instance, Midoriya, he takes from All Might's hair and ingests it. That's how he takes the ability. All Might freely gave it to him. So ability has to be freely given to you. You can't take it from him.
I don't know if I'd want to eat somebody's hair to get some freaking ability. That's kind of weird.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's just a hair.
Finding your
it's
food
just
all
a
the time,
hair that
dude.
you eat and then you become like.
As long as you ain't a pubic hair, I'll be fine, dude. Like, nah,
I mean,
bro.
how many
I'm
hairs
good.
do you eat in your sleep?
Nah, bro, I'm good, dude.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either, but it probably happens.
I think it'd be a cool ability. Like I always saw the guy I work with. If you're gonna go that route, what do you think about Goku having Sunshine ability? That'd be dope. From Seven Deadly Sins, Escanor, Sunshine.
Oh,
It's called solar flare, bud.
No.
Giving Goku.
The longer the day goes on, the more stronger he gets. Literally, what would be the downside to his like that ability? What when it goes nighttime, he goes back to his original form. He's already freaking strong in his original form.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
he might be a little bit dangerous at noon.
Well, I want you to literally think about it this way. Goku can literally fly up into like the outer sphere and the stratosphere and all that, and like let charge from the sun's rays because he's literally the sun's right there. He can literally be like high noon, like anytime he wants to be. It's just how long he can take the stress on his body.
And he can instant transmission to a place where it's daylight.
Yeah, he probably could.
Yeah.
Have noon all day long.
But I'm just saying. See, I'm saying though. Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty cool ability for him. But like, it'd be kind of interesting. Like that's kind of an interesting topic for me too. Like, okay, like out of the 7 deadly sins, the graces they have, and like the commandments they have, like what would fit people, and like for instance, we all know Dragon Ball Z, like Dragon Ball Z, for instance.
I think you would give. I think you should give Yamcha Bond's ability, so he doesn't die anymore.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Let me steal your life. Don't die.
Yeah.
No, it probably it doesn't work that way, but still.
I mean, he still wouldn't die. Very, very.
Can you imagine giving
often.
someone like Piccolo, like the truth, like Gallant of Truth's ability?
Oh wow.
I feel like he can use his words pretty well to like trick somebody, turn them to stone. That's pretty dope.
See, but then again, who would you give? What would you give Goku? What would you give Vegeta? I know what I would give Vegeta, but what would you give Goku?
Here's my thing. Okay, what would be more fitting for Goku? So we got different ones, right? We have Aries' ability where more she hits, more weight that comes onto her punches, so more stronger they are whenever she throws punches. Remember that ability?
Yep.
So that'd be kind of cool one to give Goku. And you also got Sunshine for Goku, which I think would be kind of dope. Oh man.
What about King's ability?
Oh, his be able to steal, right? Steal power, steal energy from people.
King?
Oh, you're talking about the King,
about
Fairy
King.
King? Yeah. He has the Spear Chastiful.
Yeah.
Oh no, he has the ability when he cuts you, he can open it up wider and wider. Yeah, you know that? He fights
You're getting a little bit too far into the manga there, bud.
It's literally in the Netflix show. Where they fight inside that to get stronger, and he uses his spear and he cut him, and you can actually make it bigger. That's his ability.
Well,
that'd be pretty dope for Goku.
I think for Vegeta, I would give him the Prince's ability, the Demon King Prince. What's his name?
You mean Zeldris?
Zeldris.
Well, if he turned his back, but literally he is kind of like what you'd call like the speaker for the Demon King. So that's more or less the reason why if you turn your back on him, you pretty much become a slave because you're turning back on the Demon King. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, I would give that to Vegeta. I think Vegeta would be a good taker of that.
Possibly, I can see that.
Because I think that.
What about Demon King Piccolo?
Well, he's dead, so I mean, we literally go just Piccolo. Demon. If you go back to Dragon Ball, Demon King Piccolo, yeah, I think we were dope for Demon King Piccolo. Who would you give Merlin's ability to? Infinite.
Chiaotzu.
Shit.
He's the only magic user.
How's he magical?
He's
Piccolo and literally Majin Buu is more magical. I mean, yeah, Majin Buu, Infinite, because Majin Buu at least he's used magic. Only person who doesn't use that is only person who kind of more or less uses somewhat magic is Piccolo when he changes his outfits. Chiaotzu doesn't use magic because he uses telekinesis. Anyone in Dragon Ball Z can pretty much use telekinesis.
Well, like Supreme Kais.
That'd be pretty dope.
They use magic. I mean, they'd have to use magic. There's no way around
so
that.
give them the infinite ability.
That'd be a waste.
It would be a waste.
I feel like that's a good point. I think Majin Buu take infinite. That'd be dope for Majin Buu. Can you imagine him having with already the insane hacks that he has now? Give him Merlin's ability. Pretty cool. I like that. Spear Chastiful. Who would we give it to? He cut. You can open it up wider.
Yajirobe.
Oh my God, Yajirobe.
I mean, it would fit. He's
gonna
be the only one that cuts.
Trunks.
Yeah, Trunks is Trunks, dude.
I mean, I get Trunks would fit that a lot better than Yajirobe, but it's just one of those kind of.
So you're gonna give it to Yajirobe? We'll give Yajirobe. We'll give Yajirobe.
We'll give him props and just go, hey, you got a sword.
You got King's ability.
Gohan uses a sword.
Since when?
When Gohan goes off to train to fight Boo. Ultimate Gohan. He
But
uses the
he
Z sword.
breaks it.
Yeah, that's
He does
breaks
break
it in
it.
Well, I'm
training.
The only other
I'm
time
saying
he used
he
a
uses
sword
the
before that
sword.
is when he trains with Piccolo for the first time. And,
Yeah.
he uses it against a dinosaur, but he quits. He gets it broke. So I mean, it's pointless.
Well, I'm just saying.
a
That's another
recurring thing.
option.
Another option, yeah.
That's a reoccurring thing. Gohan
about
breaking
Gother?
swords.
Ooh, Gother's ability to control your mind. Mind control. Bibbidi.
No,
That'd be dope.
no.
Enhance his
Honestly-
ability more. Who would you give it to?
Master Roshi.
And why Bibbidi
mean-
though? Why not Bobbidi?
That's why I said. Oh, I said Bibbidi or Bobbidi. Yeah.
I mean, either one, I guess. Because
that's
they
mainly who
both-
I was going after. Bobbidi.
They both. I mean, they do the same thing. It's just one's
It'd
a father.
be a
one's
way more. Well, it's more or less the same thing, same ability, but I think Gother's is more stronger. I don't really have anything to justify as stronger, but
Right.
You know
I feel
who?
like it is.
You know who would that I feel that would fit would be Mr. Satan.
well, hold on. I got a question though. all seriousness, do you think Gother's ability is stronger?
Stronger.
Stronger. Bobby's ability to control the mind and stuff is stronger than Gother's.
Honestly, I don't know because
Why?
I don't think so because Vegeta broke free from it.
Well, hear me out.
Okay, but Escanor broke free of Gother's ability.
Yeah, but Escanor could break free from
But Escanor,
almost anything.
okay,
Yeah,
How-
but
okay,
okay,
the
then hold on. Listen to me though. Here's I want to challenge the argument. Gother, literally uses it on the Demon King. It makes the Demon King think that Essarosa is his son. You literally tricked the Demon King. Okay, so you still think?
No, I mean I'm saying Gother, like he's got it.
Okay. Then here's my other argument. Bobbity uses his ability on the Demon King, Deborah. Both Demon Kings.
That's true, but we also don't know like really how strong Deborah really was.
He was at least, I would say, Super Saiyan 2. I don't know. I think he is kind of comparable to Super Saiyan 2 level. Cell.
he fought Gohan.
Because
Gohan was
Super Saiyan 2,
older and
he wasn't as strong as he was when he fought Cell, but he was still saying that.
He was weak.
Because remember in the series, they said if Goku would say, well, if we would have fought this guy 7 years ago, he would have been a problem. But we've all been training, we've all gotten a lot stronger. So the boy really wasn't that big of a problem. But to say, he's still a Demon King. He still rules the Demon Realm, same as the Demon King in Seven Deadly Sins. So whose ability would be stronger to control a mind? Gother's or Bobbity's? That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's an interesting concept to bring up.
It is.
But going back to the original thing, if you give Gother's ability, you'd give it to who? You say Bobbity?
I would say Bobbity, yeah.
I
Of
think
course, I mean the person that controls minds. I'd give it to the one that controls minds.
Yeah. Who would you give it to, James? Mind control.
okay. Gother is.
Or do you think it really fits anybody in the series?
I'm gonna say this. You can't really compare the two because it is two completely different animes. But if I had to go with what I thought was stronger,
That's literally. I'm not asking you which is stronger now. I'm asking.
who would fit that ability?
Yes, in Dragon Ball Z, who would you give Gother's ability to in Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball anything? From now on, whenever I say Dragon Ball Z, I'm just inferring to the whole entire series.
I got you. Honestly, the ability to control people and basically
Well, even
100% can change their emotions.
well, but you can literally erase their memories and put new memories in too, which I think is a bigger difference
Frieza.
too. You have to Frieza.
Frieza would be able to completely alter the memories of all of her subjects into making them believe that
It's
he
not
is,
a her, it's a he.
I
by the
know,
way.
making them believe that he is one of the most, or that he is the most powerful person in existence and basically a god to them.
But here's the thing with Frieza though, you say that, but Frieza he really doesn't care if you say he's not. He kills you. So I think he kind of rules the subjects in a pretty good way, anyways.
But with that, he would also be able to take people like Goku, who, when he fought him on Planet Namek, like in the beginning, Frieza would have completely outmatched him, and he already knew that.
Quit calling him a girl, dude.
My bad. But he already knew that Goku was stronger than all of his other subjects. So what at that point in time would have changed him from? What if he had used that ability to turn Goku?
So
into
you're kind of
a-
changing the subject to if Frieza had the Gother's ability, he would have won.
He would have won.
I think in the very, I mean, you can literally argue with me with this, but I'm gonna stand by this. I think Frieza if he did not get hit by that Spirit Bomb and he went full power, I think he would have been stronger than Goku Super Saiyan. Because when he got hit with the Spirit Bomb, he was already way stronger than Goku. Then he got hit. He lost what I would say he got a pretty good damage taken on him. So when he went to full power, he wasn't really at full power.
But that's kind of what I'm saying. Even
But-
after getting hit with the spirit bomb, he could have been like, okay, this dude is actually strong.
But he didn't.
But I can use him.
But after that point, he didn't.
Are you
he
saying
didn't want it
are you saying that Meta Frieza is not as strong as regular Frieza then?
No.
Because,
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I
Because
think he
Trunks
was.
because Trunks just obliterated Frieza at Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I do think Mecha Frieza is stronger than Frieza was on Namek.
And Frieza was on Namek.
Why?
Yes.
Why do you?
But
say
do you think
that?
Super Saiyan Trunks was as strong as Goku was when he first turned Super Saiyan, or do you think he's stronger than
What do you
that?
mean? What do you mean he first turned Super?
Okay.
What are you talking about? Okay, I think when Trunks landed on Earth, okay, I think he was stronger than when Goku was when he was on Namek. But when Goku came back to planet Earth, obviously Goku was stronger than Trunks.
The thing is, okay,
Because
you also have to think about it this way. After they found Frieza in space in a bunch of pieces, they put him back together and immediately came to Earth.
yes, but they also
was-
but they enhanced his body though too.
They gave him a new body. They didn't really did it.
So
say
are you
they
saying he's
enhanced him?
weaker?
I would say that he's weaker.
I don't think he's weaker. Mecha Frieza. I don't think Mecha Frieza is weaker than regular Frieza.
Because
was.
Trunks is still a Super Saiyan when he kills Frieza the first time.
He was a brand new Super
Uh,
Saiyan.
He's-
No.
Yes, he was. Because immediately after he became Super Saiyan, he came to Earth. He traveled back in time.
I don't think so, though, but I mean, you could disagree with me on that.
After Gohan died,
I understand what
was the
I've
first
seen the
time
show.
that
Yes.
he turned Super Saiyan.
Yes.
And then he flew back, and it was a little bit after that that he went back in time. It wasn't too long after that he went back in time. So he
I
was a
don't-
brand new Super Saiyan.
I don't think he was, but
But it
okay.
wasn't the first time that he went. That's the big thing, though. The first
He's
time
al-
Goku
so
went,
you're-
it's not like he knows how to control it. I mean, it's not one of
He
those things
pretty
you
well-
instantly know how to control.
Trunks already after he turned Super Saiyan. There was a little bit of time before he turned to Super Saiyan and when he flew off to come back in time. How much more training he did, I don't know. But you also got to stop and think of how much training Trunks, also how much time Trunks put into training when he was going against the androids too, because he pretty much half Saiyan, half Earthlings. They're a lot stronger than regular Saiyans are. Even Vegeta states that. So when he turned Super Saiyan for the first time, even if your theory is right, he flies to Earth. I can still think he's stronger,
It's a fair assumption.
but I don't think giving Frieza, going back to the original talk, I don't think giving Frieza the Gother's ability would really help him out that much. So I don't think after that point when Goku threw the spirit bomb on him, he was like, "I'm done with you, dude. I don't want you on my team. You're done." But
Well, let us know what you all think in the comments down below.
yeah, all right. But about time to wrap it up, ain't it?
I think it is about time to wrap it up.
All right. Well,
Just think on full counter.
Yeah. Once you full counter that subscribe button and
Well, we appreciate y'all listening if you are listening, and yeah,
meet us next time on Casting Judgment, guys.
on Casting Judgment. See y'all later. Thanks for stopping by.